Ladies and gentlemen, it is very difficult for a single man to get a woman than a married man. If you guys have never known that, it is very easy. The moment a man says that he's married, that's the time the man starts to have every kind of a woman that he needs. I don't know if people know about this. The moment a man announces that he is married, bas, that is what every woman wants. Every woman wants a man that is responsible. So that responsibility of making one step to get married, that's the time, even your boyfriend, the one you are dating, the moment you'll get married to him, that's the moment you will start to have trouble in your home. Every single time you'll find messages because the women will be so much secure that, oh, if he made the step of getting married, then he's a responsible man. And we all need a responsible man. That is what happens. And that is why most of married men have side chicks and single men don't even have girlfriends. Somebody was asking me that, Coach, I really don't know, men. What is the problem with you guys? Why can't you guys just, stick with your marriages? No, we cannot, because women want us once we are married. That's the time women want us more. It is so easy for a married man to get, if this is what I'm saying, chances are that when there is a very beautiful lady, an adult, in any estate, and there are 2 or 3 men, 2 men who are not married and 1 man who is married, 90% chances are the man who is married is going to win that woman away from the ones who are not married. And that is what is happening today, in today's generation. Women choose the married men from the single ones. The reason being of your responsibility. So as a married man, as a married woman, when you are married, the best thing you can do for your husband is to keep him private. Not keeping him secret, keep your husband private. When you get married and you are in a house or a home where you are getting everything that you want, the best security for that man is making him understand that your marriage must be private. And privacy here is not secret. You need to learn the difference between making your marriage private and making it a secret. Marriage is between 2 families, your family and your husband or your wife's family. Once these people know that you are married, the second person that should be knowing that you're married is the government, because the government will issue you a marriage certificate. Once they have issued you that marriage certificate, you are done. No one else needs to know about your marriage. Even your pastor doesn't need to know. Most of the people are always saying, but Coach, my pastor needs to know. Who is your pastor? Who is he in marriage, after all? Who is a pastor in marriage? We just respect them. And because we are born again Christians and we want our marriages to go through the Christian way, so we do what is called wedding. So we invite our pastor to come and pray and unite us. You don't need a crowd. That crowd that is out there, you don't need them during your marriage. You don't need, and I'm using the term need, and you have to understand what it means to need. Those crowd that you're seeing behind you there, those are just crowd that you want to have. You don't need them. Our women don't have this lesson. Women want, I want a white wedding. I want a big wedding. I want everybody to know that I am married. This is what is causing crumble and, breakages of marriages today. You are coming to wed. You are thinking that you're wedding in church and you are trusting and believing on the people in your church. You're trusting the women in your church. You're trusting the men in your church. Sweetheart, those churches today, our churches today, carry the most evil people in this world. I can tell you, you are more safe in a bar or a club than you are in church. Not because church is a bad place, but the people in that place, the people you are worshiping with, those people you see praising and worshiping, that woman you see making a lot of noise in church in front of you, you are safe dancing with people in the club. You are safe drinking some beer with people in the church, even though I don't drink, and I'm not telling people to go and drink. But I'm telling you, you are safe there because nobody cares about you. People come to dance, to drink, and go home. But in those churches, People come there because they have problems. Most of the people are in church today not because they're coming to worship. They're in churches because they have problems. There are women who are in church because their marriages are crumbling. They cry when you go to that church, you see some women crying every day and you think they're crying to God. No, they are crying because their relationships are in bitterness. They can't sleep. They have big problems. So when you are flaunting your wedding and doing your wedding there and celebrating and telling the people how you got a good man, how you are, I'm telling you, there are some women who can do whatever possible to break those marriages. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest things that you need is to keep your marriage private. Let people know you are married. That's it. Advertising how beautiful your marriage is. Telling people how wonderful your woman is. Telling people how wonderful, even your relatives. I don't have anything to do with the public. I don't have anything to do with the second person. I don't know, this is my cousin, this is my daughter. Those cousins, and especially the men, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you how your women cheat. You know, what I'm saying is this, my dear sisters and brothers, and especially brothers. Your wives, most of them, or some of them, I'll say, let me not say most of them, some of them, the bad ones who cheat, the bad one that cheat, okay? Do you know when they cheat? And do you know who they cheat with? Your wife can be home 24/7. You leave in the morning, she's home. You come back in the evening, she's home. But if she has got the blood of cheating, she will be cheating under your roof. And you know with who? With your cousins, with your uncles, with those people those extended family members. They will be visiting. Everybody will not think of anything. After all, they know this is your cousin. You've been advertising and everybody knows that, you know what? That's his cousin. Maybe his cousin is going there to have breakfast. When your car is just leaving, that's the time your cousin comes to visit. Oh, shemeji. You know, that's how we call them in my place where I come from. Shemeji, umepika nini hapa, you know? And shemeji will be, you know, I just made some tea and it starts from the tea. Before you know it, it's shemeji hapana, shemeji no, shemeji don't, you know, shemeji no, it's not good. And before you realize it, there's a baby born in your house and it's not your son. That's why today with DNA, people fear to go for DNA. And you're asking yourself, but how come my wife never goes out? My wife is always here. She's never gone out of this house. In fact, I married her and I instructed her that she's going to be a housewife. She will never leave my home. But somebody comes to your home. Shemeji hapana. Have you ever heard of that sound bit? There's a sound bit that has been shared. Shemeji hapana. Shemeji, you know, Kenyans know about this. That's how it starts. Shemeji starts to ask her. Shemeji is an in-law, you know. My in-law, please don't. My in-law, please don't do it. You know, you don't do this. Are you getting one of my point? So most of good women who stay home but have a character of cheating will cheat with those cousins. So what I'm saying is this: no matter what, I don't care about what you're going to think about me. Your marriage is your marriage and it's private. No shemeji at home, no cousins at home. Cousins can meet when you are home. When you are a man, your cousin men are allowed in your home only when you are home. Final. And this has to come from you, not your wife. Do not force your wife to force you not to, let your cousins home when you are not around. Let your cousins, your brothers, your uncles come to your home only when you are around. When you are not around, your home is your home. The same goes to women. You see that your sister who has got good nyash, Your sister that is so beautiful that you're always telling your husband that my youngest sister, oh, she's always beautiful. In our house, in our home, the only cutest lady is my sister. I'm not even good and like her. She's the best. Now you will call her